Adventurers, travelers of the galaxy, we are jumping straight back into the world, the relentless world of Outriders. Now, there's been a whole bunch of connection issues over the last couple of days. Typically with any sort of game which has an always online presence, which is quite popular with the live service games and multiplayer games, etc., they will very often have startup issues. It's just the way it goes, and to be honest, I'm not going to judge them on the issues right at the start. To be honest, for a game to start without any issues, I think is pretty amazing. So we are going to jump into our Pyromancer. Now, I did create a Technomancer just to kind of have a play around and see how it feels offline, just on a different class, so didn't progress any further than what we have done. I was curious as to how well it managed just by itself and not having to have other party members present, and to be honest, it was actually okay. So that is definitely, in case you're wondering, an option if you do want to jump in and play as a Technomancer. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. You can just go ahead, and I mean, I'm only level 4, but I was still having fun. At the point of where I left off, I was able to put down turrets and throw bombs at people. So it was quite an interesting type of gameplay. I think it encourages you to use a sniper rifle, keep your distance, and let the turret do the work on keeping people busy. So we're going to jump into our actual class that we've been playing along with, which is just here. So I believe I've selected him. Yep. Proceed to lobby and continue game. So we're on world tier 3. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat at the moment. Hopefully that'll jump out. But anyways, we are going to be in and just seeing what we can progress in. Now, I did note something that is on the on the settings. So first of all, we have a reward to claim for getting to world tier 3. Now, we are progressing through these quite quickly. I was kind of expecting it to be like Diablo, where you kind of finish the story, you're still on world tier 1, then you go to world tier 2, 3, 4. But if you look at the top, story difficulty is world tier 1, easy difficulty is world tier 2. We're just hitting normal difficulty now. So you can see that enemy levels are going to be the normal level. The the loot rarity is going to be 100%. So the normal percentage. Legendary drop rate modifier bonus is going to be plus 70%. I'm looking forward to starting to find them, although of course at this stage in the game we will start to out level them, so we'll just see what we get as we get it. Okay, so I will see if I can claim this reward. Oh, you need to hold it down. We've got a lot of games to do that now, where you hold the buttons. Okay, so it's gone somewhere. Yeah, there's 15 world tiers, so we've got plenty of content left to go. Okay, where's my loot? Can I open it? Is it in my inventory? Inventory? I don't know where it's gone. Okay, well, that's that. I may have to watch that back once I'm in post, just to see where that actually went. The setup that we're using at the moment, so both of these are okay, but it's best to have, in my opinion, in the game style I'm going for, a decent assault rifle, because assault rifles are my preferred gun in these sort of games. A shotgun for when things get a little bit too close and personal, and then just the pistol, which is just a standard sidearm. So that's what we've got. The little yellow arrow just in the top right means you have another thing. Don't need it. I believe you could actually... I believe there was a way you could... I got details, maybe? Oh wow, okay, that's more than I was expecting it to do. But yeah, there was a disassemble or dismember. I thought there was. Oh well, okay, maybe I'm just thinking things. Okay, I know you're probably screaming at me saying just get started, man. Right, okay, that's exactly what I will do right now. Why is my looking so jerky and weird? What is going on with that? Let me try my Xbox controller. Still bad, right. Okay, I think I remember we started using mouse and keyboard, so we will do that. And take on this guy. Got a nice name. Let's just use that on him. And take him down. Oh, hello. Right. It's got nice dismemberment in this game. Apologies if I pronounce words wrong. Sometimes I just wing it. I'm starting to get used to the scroll wheel to change weapons. I'm so used to in games having 1, 2, 3 LT buttons, but in this game it's not the case. Again. Oh yeah, as a bomb. Which is really useful if you know that they are about to die. You can set them up as a bomb and they cause havoc. Now we've got one more just waiting for us to get. And that's him. I think ammo is a little bit scarce at times, I think, unless I'm remembering wrong, but I think in the previous episode I was running out. We are running into walls, so yes, this game definitely does follow a linear level design, but ultimately that's the design that they chose, and can't really say too much about that. It's not advertised as an open world game or anything like that, so I don't see why I would switch them. That was a bit of a waste, but we still managed to get rid of them, so pick up whatever that is. So we've got the key and we should have a door.
Jakob, I'm seeing a lot of dead people. They look like they've been sauteed.
Shit. Be careful.
And that's better than what I've got, so we're going to equip it. And that's better, of course. We're going to equip that as well. Always do like in games, by the way, which follow a loot system, that have a different look to the items that you equip. I think that should be quite a basic part of loot style games, but some don't. I also find it quite interesting that they're using people as posts for the barbed wire. So it was a nice little touch. What we got down there? Well, we got something. I'm sure it'll come in handy whenever we unlock crafting, which we are yet to do. Supplies. And in we go. Let's see what we have in here.
Jakob, I've reached the solar tower. I'm going in.
What are you seeing in there?
Some kind of weird electrical sparks flying everywhere.
Means you're getting close. This altar, did I not mention? He's a goddamn electro freak.
You mean he lights up light bulbs?
More like flash frying everything for a mile. Look, I know you've always been able to handle yourself, but this son of a bitch is on a whole other level.
As of recently, so am I.
I'm getting Borderland vibes now. We work through a bunch of grunts in a linear sort of style. I know Borderlands is a little bit more open, but you essentially hit a point where you go through a linear level and there is a boss waiting for you at the end of it. And in this case, we're about to face our first boss. So let's see just how well I do. Oh, he knows how to make an entrance. There he is. He certainly knows how to use his powers. So pleased he's got pants on. Right. Wrong button. I'm doing damage. I reckon something special happened at each of the segments. I'm also guessing that this boss is farmed, and by farming him you can get a legendary that you can drop. That's a guess. It just kind of makes sense for him to be that style. What's he got? Sneaky. I've still not even taken a third of his health off yet. And he's certainly taken a third of mine. Oh, that's a lightning thing. Remain on top of that. Just. That's the third. Right. Anything happening? No, he's just continuing to fight. Oh dear. He's starting to rush him for a bit. That'll do nothing to him because it's not effective low. Just. Oops, that was in the wrong direction completely. But I'm doing better when I'm running up to him. Oh, he's got a nice little wall. Really like that second ability. I'm hoping Out of ammo. Right, now we're in this final third of health. Wall back. I've got a chroma keyboard. It's actually pretty cool when you're doing this fight. Unfortunately, obviously I failed, but my chroma keyboard is giving me very responsive feedback. I think I got a little bit distracted there looking at it whilst I was trying to explain it, but yeah, it was really trying to tell me, right, move. Like there was like certain keys on my keyboard that were pulsating in blue to indicate that that was the area where the lightning was. Really nicely done. I've seen this, I don't need to watch it again. Right, more confident this thing. Use 2 first, then drop them, then use 1. Although I don't think it'll do much. We'll just set them on fire still. My accent might be a bit. Set them on fire still. Right, move. Just keep this way. Oh, no. Oh dear. Hide. Move to there. It's fine. Again, keyboard's going crazy. Right, here's the ball lightning. Got some there as well. Should be safe here. Oh. Can you just give me 2 seconds, please? Oh, this is tough. I could really use just like a quick heal thing. Don't think that's gonna happen. That's got good range. Number 2.
Should have seen that coming.
That's a lot of damage. By doing damage, I heal. Got to remember that. Move. Where is he? There he is. Just gone. Right. Move. Close. Start shooting those walls. Use number 1. Hide. Use number 2. Oh, he's not. Use number 3. Now he's in his final third. Nope. Thought that was him backing off. Right. Some of that. And that's some completely brilliant. Nice work. Sonder. Good work. Where's he gone? There he is. Number 2. Number 3. Shoot. One. Right. Number 2. Yeah, and you've got to remember on higher difficulty, this guy, the higher chance of dropping is better goodies. But let's see what we get from him at normal difficulty. Ta-da!
And so, Outrider, you've had your first kill. We Alter do not die so easily, do we?
Seth.
Come. We must speak.
I really get a bad guy vibe from him. But obviously the game wants to twist it in some way.
They asked you to help them. To fight the altar down there. Why didn't you?
That pathetic monstrosity was a distraction.
People are dying because of him. Without the supply route open.
They all die. These feeble creatures. Slaughtering each other over scraps. You waste your gifts. Running errands for them. Trying to win their meaningless, endless war. You must realize, you are not like them anymore.
So what? I should play at being a god like you.
I am not playing. But you are something even more. Altered and Outrider. The last Outrider. Do what you were sent here for. Go! Beyond the frontier. These people need their gods. Only one like you could lead them to a future.
Why not you?
They call him Moloch. I fight another war, far above this petty squalor. My war is with the worst of our kind. This one is too powerful. He will destroy us all, unless I hunt him down. But this is not your fight. You are to be the shepherd. Find a way for them out of this slaughter, Outrider.
I'm still not convinced. Right. Who predicts a big twist in the end? Keys the Molar or whatever.
Sure, it's done. Your supply line's open. I'm heading home.
I can't believe it. Outrider, what you just did. I've left 100 men trying.
Don't thank me yet. You still got a war to win.
Not sure anyone's winning this goddamn war. But there's something even more important you might be able to do. Come see me in my bunker.
So no legendaries, but we are playing. I'm guessing that's a glitch, the fact that you can't see it. But there's the disassemble option, but it was only in the loot thing. Interesting. New accolades level. Let's have a look. G. Is that G for gangster? Assuming so. Continue. What we got? A banner. And the mode. So this looks to me like the sort of stuff that you want to use whilst you're in co-op or interacting with other people. Won't stop me having a quick look though. Let's see. And like I said, eventually I might actually be playing this with somebody, you know, I don't know. As it stands, I'm fairly content just rolling through it, but yeah. We'll see what happens. So this is where he died. There's his body. I think we'll know his too. So don't know. Restock. So that was it. That was the mission. We're still at World Tier 3. It's interesting that it. So there was a setting at the bottom. Auto set highest availability tier. So obviously that's naturally going to be on for me because I want to get this this looter shooter going harder and harder and harder until the point where I'm like, I'm rubbish. Which will come. That time will definitely come. But for the time being, I'm content with it just kind of rolling through, and we'll just see how well my character progresses with the world tiers, which is all pretty cool. So, we have done Defensive Perimeter, we have done Bunker Hill, we have done Hound's Base, and we are going to go back to camp, because that is where the big reunion is planned. I'm not sure what reunion, because we've already done one, unless that was part of an earlier quest where we had a reunion with that person who was pouring shots. I'm pretty sure he was the only person drinking them, but still interesting to see. Right, we're up this way. Now we do have a vendor. Let's see what he's done. Guessing this is on a timer as such. Right, he has a helm. I just got a helm, so I don't need one. We had that helm's deep in sail. Sorry, I'm just going to just stop right there. Right, so... oh, right, okay, so we're starting to see stat increases on items now, which is cool, because we don't already have that. Now, compare off, compare on. Anomaly power 23, so we actually are already having stuff with it. But this is a great upgrade and a one which I am going to buy. Choose the vine. Okay.
What you see is what you get.
Great. No, can I sell, please? Yes, I can. The sniper rifle. And basically any common item. Trash. And get some cogs back. Now equip
Ain't
the
nothing free. Altered or not.
leather stuff. There we go. And to actually get kicked out. Look better. Right. Zoom out a bit because we are far too close to lagging. Got up here. And this is the reunion. So I'm just going to do something real quick. Just while we're here. So class, we now have our first skill point, and one looks like it's going to be, you're going to be the person who does heavy elemental stuff, which sounds really cool. But assault weapon damage by 20%. Oh, like shooting people. Yeah. I'm going to be an Ashbreaker. The middle one, it looks like a tank. It's not really appealing to me. Although some of the skills are crossed, which is interesting to see. I'm sure there'll be build guides and stuff that are up. Do I have that? No, don't have that. Right. Okay, increase your weapon damage. Yes, please. There we go. We have started to choose our path, which is actually really cool because that means that there's replayability times 3 on each of the classes. That's 9 different classes that we can try out. We've got the 3 core classes, the Technomancer, the Pyromancer, and the other one which was like a tank. But within each one you've got then another 3 classes, so I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. And I just want to just double check on quests. So reunion, it's a debrief. So I will do this and then we will round off the episode. So talk to Alan Shearer and then we will be
I don't believe you.
finish.
They do, Peck.
Yeah, sure.
The signal in the forest. You remember it?
Yeah, like it was yesterday.
You still have its frequency, don't you?
You mean this frequency?
Curva. You got the winning lotto numbers tattooed on your ass cheek too?
Still don't believe me?
Ugh, I hate when you play the I told you so.
That signal is still playing like a distant echo. It's digital, which means it must be coming from a place where there is no anomaly. The problem is, we've never been able to locate its source because we've never had the right frequency. Until you showed up. So now listen close, you need to bring those precise numbers to Dr. Abraham Zahidi, one of our last scientists.
Bullshit. He's been deep in enemy territory for weeks now. 5 Ration says Zahidi's dead.
We don't know that.
You. I've seen you before. It was in the med lab. You woke me out of cryo.
Guess life's real funny that way.
Meet Jane, sniper, first class. She almost died trying to save his life. She'll guide you.
Wait, Shira. When we landed, that signal was already playing. Do you have any idea who or what is sending it?
Do yourself a favor, don't ask that question. Whatever's out there, they don't want to be found. And whoever goes looking for that fucking signal ends up dead.
But it's the only chance we've got. And if anyone can get there alive, it's all of you.
Shira, come on.
Jakob! That's an order.
Sorry I left you to die in that med lab.
Hey, no worries.
Didn't really have a choice.
I'd have done the same.
Sense and chemistry.
Spread the word. Whoever finds McCain gets a week home from the front. 2 weeks if they find him alive.
Right. We are, I think, in... Right, okay, yeah. So this is taking us to somewhere else. Right, okay, cool. I'm going to round up the episode here, guys. It's gone a little bit over. But I don't mind. I'm actually really enjoying this game. There's a lot of customization that lies ahead, and I'm looking forward to trying out a lot more within it. It seems to be like the sort of game that I'm going to want to experiment with different stuff on. Get to later world class tier things on and redo bosses and essentially do what Borderlands did for me, where I would just replay stuff to get the most out of it. And honestly, if it provides that experience,
He's one tough son of a bitch.
I'm gonna be satisfied. So yeah, I'm gonna round off there, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. Like the video, dislike the video to let us know which way you feel, and also if you've got any comments about the video, you know, anything that you perhaps think could be improved, if you've got any suggestions, we would absolutely love to hear them. So please do feel free to leave any comments should you have them. But yeah, that's where I'm going to go ahead and close off, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks again, guys. Bye bye.